Welcome, first-year nursing students, to today's explainer. Before you even think about grabbing a stethoscope or, say, administering a single medication, you have to master a task that literally defeats an invisible enemy. Consider this. A single hand can carry millions of bacteria at any given moment. Millions. We're talking about hand washing. Now, this isn't just some mandatory chore to rush through. It's the absolute most critical skill you are going to use every single day to protect your patients and, of course, yourself.
Today, we're going to break this explainer down into 5 quick parts. First, the power in your hands. Then, why hand hygiene matters. Followed by your essential washing toolkit, the famous WHO 12-step method, and finally, a nurse's daily duty. Let's get right to it.
Part 1. The power in your hands. Understanding the basics of hand hygiene.
When we talk about power in a clinical setting, we definitely aren't talking about the electricity running the heart monitors. We're talking about your literal physical ability to stop harmful microorganisms dead in their tracks. Modern medicine is full of incredibly complex technologies, right? Yet hand washing is the most effective and simplest method to prevent the spread of infection. It's wild to think about, but you don't need a $1,000,000 machine to stop a deadly virus from traveling from one hospital room to the next. You just need your hands and the right technique. Proper hand hygiene is essentially this invisible shield to protect your patients, your fellow healthcare workers, and the wider community.
Okay, let's dive into this. The World Health Organization officially defines hand hygiene as the act of cleaning hands with soap and water or an alcohol-based hand rub to remove microorganisms and prevent infection. Now, I want you to notice the specific wording there, to remove microorganisms. We aren't just wiping off visible dirt here, we are actively decontaminating our skin to completely sever the chain of infection. Moving right along to Section 2, Why Hand Hygiene Matters. The life-saving purpose behind the practice. As nursing students, you've kind of got to shift your mindset right now. This brilliantly illustrates exactly why we do this. There are 4 core purposes you need to internalize. Number 1, to prevent the transmission of infection. Look, you are the physical bridge between patients, and clean hands break that bridge. Number 2, to reduce healthcare-associated infections. These are infections patients actually pick up while receiving treatment for something else, and they're a massive, massive problem globally. Clean hands cut those numbers down dramatically. Number 3, to promote patient safety. That is your primary directive as a nurse. Keep them safe. And finally, number 4, to maintain personal hygiene. You have to protect yourself so you can go home healthy to your own family at the end of a really long shift.
All right, Section 3, your essential washing toolkit. Getting prepared at the sink.
Every superhero needs their toolkit, right? So before you even turn on the tap, what exactly do you need?
Well, you need 4 specific things, and they're pretty straightforward. 1, clean running water. The actual mechanical action of running water is absolutely crucial for washing away the microbes. 2, soap. This is the magic ingredient that lifts the dirt, the oils, and the microorganisms right off your skin. 3, a disposable towel or a clean towel. And 4, a waste bin positioned close by. Trust me, you do not want to be walking all the way across the room with wet, clean hands dripping everywhere. Once you've got these 4 items ready to go, you're set to begin.
Which brings us to the core of our explainer, Section 4, the WHO 12-step method, the exact execution for perfect hand hygiene.
I really want you to focus in closely now because we're going to chunk this famous World Health Organization method into really manageable phases. Remember, this is the exact procedure you're going to be tested on. Go ahead and visualize this, or even mimic the movements with your hands right now as we talk through this first phase, preparation and the initial lather. Step 1, wet your hands with clean running water. Step 2, apply enough soap to cover all hand surfaces. Step 3, rub your hands palm to palm in a nice circular motion to build a really good lather. Then, Step 4, rub your right palm over the back of your left hand, that's your dorsum, with your fingers interlaced, and then switch to do the exact same thing on the other side. This makes absolutely sure the backs of your hands get fully scrubbed.
Let's move to the next phase and see how this builds into the deep scrub. Step 5. Put your palms together again, but this time interlace your fingers and really rub to clean right in between them. Step 6. Cup your hands and rub the backs of your fingers against your opposing palms, keeping those fingers interlocked. Step 7. Clasp your left thumb in your right palm and rub rotationally, then switch thumbs. And Step 8. Clasp your fingers together and rub your fingertips in a circular motion on your opposing palm. Thumbs in the little spaces right under your fingernails are basically notorious VIP lounges for bacteria. If you miss them, they can host literally millions of microbes.
Finally, we bring it all home with the last 4 steps. Step 9. Don't forget to wash your wrists, rotating your soapy hands all the way around each wrist. Step 10. Rinse your hands thoroughly under the clean running water, making sure all that soap and all those lifted microbes wash straight down the drain. Step 11. Dry your hands completely with a single-use disposable towel or a clean towel. And please, pay super close attention to Step 12. Use that exact same towel to turn off the tap. Actually, let me emphasize that. This isn't just a step, it is a critical safety measure. Your hands are completely clean now. If you touch that dirty tap with your bare skin, you're going to recontaminate yourself instantly. Always use the towel as a barrier, and then toss it in the waste bin.
And that leads us to our final section. A nurse's daily duty. Why this is your professional requirement.
To sum up what we've learned, let me read this incredibly powerful quote directly from our source material. Hand washing is a simple, economical, and highly effective method of infection prevention. Every healthcare professional should practice proper hand hygiene at all times. Think about that. It costs almost nothing, it takes barely a minute, and it is overwhelmingly effective. Practicing proper hand hygiene at all times isn't just a suggestion, it's your unwavering professional duty. It's literally the very foundation of the trust that patients place in you when they are at their absolute most vulnerable.
Which leaves us with one final provocative question for you to really ponder as you head out into your clinical rotations. Are your hands ready to save lives? Well, by mastering the simple toolkit and the 12-step method we covered today, the answer to that is a resounding yes. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. Keep practicing those steps, stay focused out there, and I will see you next time.